So Microsoft has finished their panel on the 2017 briefing. We finally get to see what they're going to be handing up on E3, and I wanted to talk about this especially since people know I'm quite into my games. It's not just only anime and manga that I'm just into, and I like to talk about them a lot, especially since there were some interesting things to said about Microsoft's entire E3 presentation compared to last year. Now, I'm not going to be talking really about EA's one because I watched that one as well, and all it was, oh, we fucking love sports, we love them, fucking football, rugby, like it was so much. Not that there was a couple games here and there that was just pretty much most of it, and it was really cringeworthy at some fucking parts. But the question is though, and all that, what about Microsoft? The first big hitter of so far and all that of E3 to come out. What did they have to bring out? And the biggest thing was to pimp out the brand new high-powered console, and they're saying this is the most powerful console ever made, which is a terrible fucking name again. The Xbox One X release date and all that, and they're saying that this is going to be coming out in November, and that it's going to have, I believe they haven't got any other prices out at the moment apart from the fact that it's gonna be about $500 coming out for it. And I was like, okay. And they're showing a lot. I think it has 6 teraflops, a whole processing and all that, compared to what the actual PlayStation has, which I think has about 4 teraflops or so, comparing. And they're really excited about this, as they were talking about for true 4K resolutions in the game. They were showcasing a bunch of things. It's gonna have a liquid cooling system in it, which was kind of surprising as well, which I saw about that. I was like, it really shows that this is trying to be a high-end PC. This is what they were trying to go for, and how they were talking about it with it for a while. The question is though, and all that, as they were talking about it and it's saying oh, it's going to be coming out soon, and the fact that it's what about though the stuff that's going to be coming out on this console? Give me a reason to buy into this. Because I'm not gonna lie, even as well, I'm mainly been a Sony boy all my life and all that. PlayStation 1's going to the PS2. I did have a 360 and I loved the games on there. I absolutely adored some of the exclusives that we had on there, like Gears of Wars especially and all that. I really enjoyed those games. We had Crackdown on there, and then I kind of stopped after the Xbox One era, because the problem is that they've just always been they've had some games, and the games that they wanted to win me over with, mainly being Scalebound, got cancelled, and it was heavily disappointing to hear about that. And they haven't really had anything where it's I'm more about the games than I am the consoles a lot of the time. And just generally and all that, Sony just normally, and especially as well moving on more to the PC as well, I have a much wider variety of games than I feel than what actual Microsoft. But they do reveal a good couple of games in there. Some of them exclusive, some of them as well that are actually, they're all multi-platform and all that. So, new Assassin's Creed game, Assassin's Creed Origins, coming out and all that. That looks really fun. I haven't played the Assassin's Creed games probably since, I'd like to say, Black Flag, and I've seen a couple of the other games that have been played, like Syndicate and all that. I've played a little bit about that. That looks generally enjoyable. I cannot wait for that. I'm actually probably going to pick that up, since it seems like they're doing a bunch of changes with that. Really love the mechanic where you can have the eagle up in the air, you can use that to scope around, and also as well being the fact that it's going to be right at the very beginning and all that, how they were talking about it. Also as well, a new Metro game's coming out. I think it's called Exodus. That's going to be kind of cool and all that. I saw that. Never played a Metro game, but definitely I am going to be checking that out once that finally gets into there, because that's but the biggest thing with the Xbox One X and what they were announcing it for, though, was especially that with it's going to have the native 4K support. They also confirmed that it's going to be the smallest console. It's really fucking tiny if you look at it and all that. And I was actually kind of surprised about that. But not only that, they're going to be saying all your games, all the accessories, they're all going to be compatible, but they're even as well, I absolutely adore, backwards compatibility. Not only have they got 360 games on there, they're finally bringing original Xbox games to there as well, which I am very excited to hear about. Yes, I want that for a while. I want to have a big catalog, and they were showing one game right at the end, and a few of the games that they were showing and all that were they wanted to really heavily go with exclusivity. This wasn't a real case. They wanted to show multiple one. We're not just gonna have the same shooter fucking games like that, zombies and stuff like that. There was a couple there that kind of bring off, State of Decay 2, never played it like that. Personally, never played the first one. Looks fun, just maybe not to me. I know it's a really good game from what I've heard, but yeah, that was the most. Also as well, they wanted to showcase it wasn't just those kind of games that they bring on. other ones as well, which also kind of brings back to there. We finally saw the first gameplay footage of the new Dragon Ball Z game being done by Arxis, and holy shit, I am excited for this game. Like, I saw that. I'm sorry to go on about Xenoverse, but Jesus Christ, I am tired of that fucking game. I'm tired of the 3D brawls. It looks new, it looks fresh. Give me that Get What You Gear engine in it. It looks fucking insanely good, and it's going to be fast-paced, free on free. That's what I want to see. It generally looks desirable. I'm sorry, but generally when I looked at this and all that, it made it look like fucking Xenoverse, look like fucking trash. I'm sorry, but it's like after the first one, I kind of like fell off them a little bit like that. It's like, it just wasn't there for me anymore and all that from it. Like, and generally as well, another thing they showed off as well, albeit it was the same fucking trailer as well, was like Code Vein, like that new game that kind of looks a lot like like Dark Souls, but it's made from the people that made God Eater. So I'm checking out that game. I really do want to see more about this game. It actually looks fun, and whether or not we'll get more details in the Sony conference, I hope so. But the fact, I kind of appreciate that it was just like, it wasn't just some of their like stuff in house that they were trying to put or something, because like when you got like stuff like Forza, which is the way how they start off, I feel like the worst part of the entire conference was probably at the start with the Forza stuff. It was literally as they announced the console as well, because they're like, we're gonna show you a brand new car, we're teaming up with Porsche, look at this car, we have no idea what the fuck it does, but it's expensive and it drives really fast, and here is it in game. And I'm like, here's like, I couldn't give a shit. I get to work on a fucking bus in the morning. I couldn't give a rat's ass like with this fucking, I know, and that's the thing, but like, if you're gonna sell me on a car game, like generally it probably has to be like, you have to sell me on like some shit like Burnout. Like, if anything like that, give me some sick drifting on there. But like, realistic car games, not for the most part, they're just not for me. Give me like the Burnout games and all that. Give me the Need for Speed, like original Underground on the PS2, Most Wanted. Give me shit like that. Like, because I just couldn't, like, I had to fucking keep my eyes open for that. I was there just fucking yawning. It was so, like, it just was not for me at all. So yeah, for you guys that are looking forward to it, I hope you look forward to it. One game that actually had my attention on there was like Cuphead. That looks really cool. It had like this old like Disney kind of vibe to it and all that. I actually want to see that. They added a couple of other games that they're going to be having on there on the console as well, like PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Like, that's a pretty big grab. There were some weird ones where it was like, let's add 4K to Minecraft. Yeah, guys, you want fucking higher pixelated blocks on Minecraft? No. It's like, it's fucking Minecraft. I don't need to have a look at these fucking blocks in like high 4K resolution. Like, that was baffling. Some of the textures and stuff, yeah, that looks nice, but at the end of the day, it's fucking Minecraft, man. Like, it's fucking Minecraft. You do not need that shit on there. Generally, apart from that, for the most case, like, they were showing off a bunch of games. There was a new Ori game from like Ori and the Blind Forest. I honestly forget what the new one was again. I was trying to like get some of it down, like for the most part, but like some of it honestly escaped my mind. I feel like they had a good selection of games. I feel like they had like not only just like it wasn't like what we was expecting, like for the most part. It was shooters, it was indie games. There was a lot like the new game Anthem as well that they were finally showing off. That actually looks fun. That looks like that's trying to compete, like it's done by BioWare, and it looks like it's trying to compete with something like in the same case and all that of like Destiny. It looks like it's trying to like you know, go to that sort of market for the most part. And I thought that looked fun. That looks really enjoyable. I'm down for like something like that. Like I played a little bit of Destiny and I thought it was like fine, but for the most part, like it generally was a fun experience. I think this was better than Microsoft's last conference last year. I honestly don't remember too much of it though, to be fair and all that. I remember not caring very too much, but the next ones that are going to be coming out though, Bethesda coming out. Hopefully we're going to get more information on Switch. Sony, definitely going to be talking about that. Whether or not I talk about Bethesda and Ubisoft's like conferences and all that, maybe I might meld that in with like the rest of the stuff that we've got from the other conferences. We'll have to see, but definitely there was some stuff and all that. There was some hit and miss and all that. Like Anthem looks strong from EA's part. The only other thing I can say is that Star Wars Battlefront 2, like, it looks fun. I'm tempted like not to go on that one though, as I was kind of tricked with the first game. I'm sorry, I enjoyed it for like maybe a week and then I just dropped it. There was no fucking content afterwards and all that. Like, it just drops to me for that game. So hopefully Star Wars Battlefront 2 is good, but like generally I want to know what you guys think in the comment section down below and all that. For you people that do care about E3, are you looking forward to it? I'm going to get ready and all that. There's a bunch more conferences and all that to go and all that, and I'm going to enjoy myself and all that because it's something I have a big passion for that isn't just like anime, manga and all that. And the fact that we've got some anime games like Dragon Ball on there adds a little bit of sweetness and spice, but it's something, it's always been such a big part of my life and all that, and I just adore it and all that, so I cannot wait for it and all that. I cannot wait for some of these games, and I feel like it's always a big event for like E3 and all that. I always get around like shoot the shit on like Skype or something with mates and all that. I absolutely have an absolute blast with all this. Like, it's such a wild time and all that, and I can't wait to see what you guys think about it. It's all for me. Thank you as always for watching, and I'll see you guys though next time.